name is Xiaowen Jie, and I'm going to present the introduction, central issue, and also the conclusion for this case. Psychiatric illness encompasses all medically recognized kinds of mental illness, neurosis, and personality change. Psychiatric illness may arise as a consequence of either a deliberate act with intent or as a result of negligence. The issue in this case is whether Zaleha can claim damages against Loyal Military College for their negligence in supervising the trainees, as a result of which she has suffered post-traumatic stress disorder or PTSD.
Assalamualaikum Dr. Zarati. My name is Sharifah Rania and I will be explaining on the law for question 5. So firstly, secondary victims are victims who were not at risk of bodily injury as a result of the defendant's negligence, but who suffered psychological harm as a result of their experience. There are 5 requirements that need to be fulfilled for a secondary victim to be able to claim for damages for psychiatric illness, and is laid out in the case of Alcock against Chief Constable of South Yorkshire Police in 1992. So firstly, a sufficient proximate relationship with the victim. Secondly, includes physical proximity of the event. Thirdly, the psychiatric illness must be a result of sudden shock rather than it be a gradually appreciation of the event. Fourthly, it is reasonably foreseeable that the plaintiff would suffer psychiatric illness due to the close relationship with the victim. And lastly, the psychiatric illness must be medically recognized. So in this case, the plaintiff could not claim for damages for psychiatric illness because they did not fulfill all the requirements needed and they were secondary victims. There are some other cases that explain psychiatric illness, like Zainab binti Ismail against Mari Mutu and Anwar in 1995, and also Jubli Muhammad Taib Taral and others against Sunway Lagoon Sendian Berhad in 2001.
Hi everyone, my name is Lizika, matrix number 281751, and today I represent on a application part. First and foremost, you can see that the first requirement of sufficient proximate relationship with the victims is fulfilled because Zaleha has a close tie of love affections with Faiza because they stand in a parents and child relationship with each other. Secondly, the close physical proximity to the events in terms of space and time is not fulfilled because Zaleha did not physically witness the occurrence of the event, nor hear the accident in person, or view the immediate aftermath of the event, but only perceive the accident through the video uploaded to YouTube. Next, the third requirement of sudden shock is also fulfilled because Zaleha become hysterical and subsequently suffer from PTSD after watching the video of brutality happens to his son. Next, the fourth requirement is also fulfilled because there is a close tie of love affections between Zaleha and Faizal. Thus, it is reasonably foreseeable that psychiatric illness will cause to Zaleha once she comes across the accidents happens to his child. The next requirement is also not fulfilled because the information the accidents relate to Zaleha is by means of video uploaded to YouTube. It is perceived through the sense aided by an external source, and thus it is not a recognized method of perception to cause psychiatric illness. Finally, the final requirements of psychiatric illness suffered must be medically recognized is also fulfilled because we can see from situations that Zaleha becomes hysterical at first and subsequently led to PTSD after witnessing the video of his son being bullied by a group of senior trainees.
In conclusion, Zaleha cannot claim damages against Loyal Military College for their negligence which resulted in her suffering PTSD because Zaleha has failed to fulfill some of the elements needed for a secondary victim to be able to claim damages for psychiatric illness. The reasons are that Zaleha was not in close physical proximity to the incident at the material time, as the psychiatric illness she suffered was merely due to seeing the uploaded video of the incident on YouTube. PTSD as a consequence of the fact about the tragedy being told by a third party is not covered by the liability. That's all from our group, thank you.